Hey everyone, LT Outdoors here. I figured it'd be a good time to do a quick update on the garden. I've been working my butt off on it for 2 days now, trying to get her back into good shape. So here she is. This is the squash patch here. Usually we have the squash up the front yard and on the hill, but this year I decided to make a whole new patch out here on the back side of the pasture. We used to have horses in here, so it's already well fertilized from all the horse manure and such. So yep, it goes all the way down there to the end. We got warty Hubbard squash, king and queen. Have a little garden friend here. Come here, big guy. Oh, big old toad. It's a myth, by the way. They don't give you warts. So, yeah, that ain't true. I love toads. These guys take care of the garden. Kill all the bad bugs. So, he's got my permission to stay in here. But yeah, this is the squash. I seen we had one, I mean, there's lots of buds and blossoms going on, but I seen we did have a baby squash. I think it was on this one. Yep. Hopefully you can see this. This is what the squash look like before they come on. They grow just below the buds, so that's how you know it's going to be a good bud. Sometimes you end up with just a bud without a ball on the end of it. That tells you that it's not going to be a fruitful bud. It's not going to have anything growing there. So yeah, now I'll walk you out to the front. Here's the duck yard. You guys have seen that in some videos. Yeah, I was just back there weeding away. That's what I'm trying to do. Yep, we got a rain coming right now. I wanted to make sure I got her all ready for the rain, because I'll tell you, those things take off. All the plants go nuts after a good rain, and if you got it weeded, that's just more moisture for the plants themselves to soak up. And when the plants are fruiting, when they're getting on their veggies and melons and such, they need all the water they can get. Here's the melon patch. It seems to be doing good. Some of the plants are pretty small, but they're getting their runners. They're starting to move around. Lots of blossoms, so there's going to be a whole bunch of melons. Just for anybody that don't know, this is what I mean by runners. The runners are the vines that take off from the plant, and this is actually going to be a root. The runners grow roots of their own that stick in the ground and helps hold the arms of the plant down. That's what you call a runner. Yeah, these are getting covered in runners. They're going to be some big plants. Yeah, those over there were, I believe those were the watermelons. Or no, this is the watermelon. Those were the muskmelon over there. You can tell by the leaves. I didn't notice any babies. I still have to go through and do some weeding around the plants. I've just been mostly trying to get the majority of the weeds out. All right, now I'll walk you up here to the potato patch. I still got to work on the strawberry patch. That's a mess. And I still have to weed between the potatoes. That takes a little longer because I don't want to get too close to the potatoes or I might hit a potato. But yeah, potato rows are doing good. I got 4 rows here. They're growing pretty good. I seen some of them had blossoms. Here's some potato buds getting ready to open up. After they blossom out, you actually want to hill the potatoes. And what I mean by that is after they blossom, you want to start piling the dirt around the whole, you want to mound it around the bottom of that plant. Because after they blossom out, that's when the potatoes will actually start growing really heavy and they pop out of the ground. And you hill them, that way you keep the potatoes covered. That keeps them from getting rotten or sunburnt or whatever. Yep, good amount of potatoes. Should be a nice year for them. This row here, I believe, is pear tomatoes, maybe? Can't quite remember what Ma grew here. I gotta weed around these guys, but these are cucumbers. Seen we had some buds starting on these little guys. They've been neglected though, everything has. I'm finally catching up on the weeding, thank God. Now I'll take you down to the main garden. This is where we grow the majority of our vegetables. And as you can see, this was the last and final row of corn. I always try to do at least 4 rows. This is the 4th row, and it's all coming up good. That's the 3rd row. You can see that it's not quite as high as the 2nd row or the 1st row. And the first row is actually getting tassels. That's what you call these, tassels. When the tassels start coming out, that's when you know that the ears of corn are going to be starting real soon. But I also noticed that when the tassels come out, that's when the plant jumps the most. I mean, right now it's, I don't know, it's darn near chest high. It should be up to my face level, I guess, by the end of the week. Or next week. By the end of next week, it should be real tall. These are the beans. Now, that white stuff you see on top is actually 777. I had to use that for the bugs because there was bugs on them, those darn bean beetles. I think I showed you in the one episode. But like I said before, these are the purple beans. They get the purple beans get purple blossoms. Yep, they're getting their blossoms and baby beans. That little guy there that I just knocked off was a baby bean. But this is too. Yep, that one there's got a little more size to it. Actually, this one's starting to turn purple. Yep, these are the purple beans. These are the wax beans. Right here, they got kind of a lighter color to the leaf. I believe the buds on the wax beans are pink. Here's the green beans. They get kind of a nice little, almost a violet color to them. Big old pigweed. These things grow so big. I've been messing with these all week. But yep, these I believe are the green beans, which there should be some of them coming on. Beans grow so thick and heavy, you really gotta dig through them to find the beans. Yeah, they really go crazy. But I'm sure there's beans on all these plants. Yep, there's a baby right there. And there's probably some bigger ones, I'm sure. But yeah, that's the beans. We got yellow, green, and purple. Here's a row of peas. This thing really needs weeded heavy. This row of peas doing a little better. I gotta help them get on the string though. Sometimes the wind, we had a bad storm the other day, it kind of knocked everything down. So I've been trying to get everything back in shape here. As you can see, they're getting their pods. That one's been chewed on by something. But yep, getting pea pods coming on good. See the blossoms. Lots of pods though. Those peas will be filling out in there soon. I don't pick them until they're like a blimp. They blow right up. So yeah, these are the peas. This row's getting tall. They grow fast. That's why it's good to get these little fences up. Pigweeds growing around this here. This is okra. I've never grown this before. My friend Lynn actually gave us some plants, so we're giving it a try. First year for okra. Here's the peppers. These ones here should be jalapenos, which they might have some peppers on them. I haven't noticed any, but they probably do. Some more jalapenos, I believe. I don't know the name of these weeds, but they also grow big. Yeah, the peppers, as you can see, they're doing great. These are my hot bananas. I've got some actually real big, like these here. Those probably need to be picked. So I'll probably be picking them this week. And you got the sweet peppers right here. I've seen some young ones on here. I know there's 2 down here. The sweet peppers. They're all doing good. The tomatoes, now this is a mess. They grow so thick and so tall. And that's another thing the wind nailed the other day. As you can see, they're kind of piled all over. So I'm going to have to prop up all these arms and stake them all up. I've got stakes on here, the tomato cages, but those don't help when they get this crazy. These are the pear tomatoes. See the cool shape to them? Yeah, these tomatoes are going nuts. They always do. Lots of tomato plants. The eggplants are looking good. In fact, I see we got some buds starting here. So that's good. Might have some eggplant here shortly, which I love fried eggplant. Cabbage, you can see it's been getting eaten on, probably cabbage moths chewing on it a bit. Some more eggplant. The broccolis, now they've been doing good. I actually had to pick some the other day because it was starting to seed out. Let's see if I can find any to show you here. Hopefully there's no more seeding out on me. See that growing in the middle? The biggest broccoli head always grows in the middle. I've noticed that. That's your first head here is going to grow the biggest. After you cut that one off, you start getting a whole bunch of small ones, which it's okay. They all pile up. You get a few big ones, but most of the ones after you pick that center broccoli end up being pretty small. These are the ones that got eaten by the deer. They're kind of trying to catch up now. And last but not least, the Brussels sprouts. And I noticed they are growing well. Actually got sprouts on all of these. Some of them were almost ready to pick the other day. The Brussels sprouts grow all along the base of it. And these things will grow, they grow real tall. The ones we had last year were, I don't know, almost 4 feet tall. Brussels sprouts grow all up the sides of them. And what you do is you just go along. They kind of grow like a little cabbage. Go along and just wait till they get nice and firm. See, these are all squishy. I know I felt some firm ones the other day here, but can't remember where they were. But yep, Brussels sprouts. So yeah, garden's doing good, guys. I just wanted to make sure I did an update because I know I got a couple friends that like to check out the garden. Also, we decided to plant some squash, some random squash in the yard. Because who needs grass, right? I mean, the lawn ain't no good for nothing. So, yeah, gonna plant some squash in the yard. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. And please make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Thanks.